Alrighty, hey everybody, welcome to episode number 4 of Youzability Live. I'm Tracy Wilson, I'm your host, and I am going to walk you guys through today how to build a simple lead magnet funnel right inside of Youzability. Now, some of you might be wondering, why the heck would I want to do that? Well, if you think about, particularly in the situation we're in now, I don't know where you guys are in the world, and in fact, actually let me know. So type that into the chat if you're watching on Facebook right now. Let me know where you are, because right now I'm on the Gold Coast of Australia and we are in total lockdown. So I want to know, are you guys in lockdown too, like I am, or are you able to move about freely? Just an interesting thing I would like to know about you guys and where you are today. So anyway, why the heck would you want to build a lead magnet funnel for your business? So if you're a coach or consultant, or if you've got any kind of business for that matter, where you're always looking for ways to be able to generate leads for your business and grow your database. So those of you that have been, have had a website or have had funnels for quite some time, you know that that's something that, we want to do. We want to be able to grow our database, and often it's that database that gives us the opportunity to be able to continue to grow our business, even in a situation like this. You're in total lockdown, you're not able to get maybe to your place of business, but you want to be able to create something online and be able to generate some interest in what it is that you do. So my intention for today is this. I'm going to show you guys how to create a simple lead magnet funnel inside of your Youzability account, and I'm going to attempt to do this in under 20 minutes, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to just zip through it. You're going to see the exact process from start to finish. You're going to watch the process, and you're going to be able to come back to this video at a later date and actually follow your way through to be able to create your own lead magnets using Youzability. And then I'm going to give you guys a 9-point lead magnet worksheet and checklist. And I'm actually going to be creating that exact lead magnet funnel for you guys live right now. So by the end of me creating this, I'm going to drop you guys a link inside of, I've dropped you guys a link on the live today, and you'll be able to go and you'll be able to download the actual checklist that I use to create all of my lead magnets for all the different businesses that I run and own. So if you've got any particular questions that you want me to cover, or anything, got any questions about Youzability, I'll also hang around at the end and I'll take any questions from you guys live. The way in which you ask a question of me is just simply by typing into the chat area on Facebook, and just make sure that you also click to let StreamYard see you, because you could be typing away and saying hello to me, telling me where you are, and unless you've done that, I won't even know that you're there. I can see a bunch of you actually watching, and if you're commenting to me right now, that is the reason that I'm not acknowledging that you're here, because you need to let StreamYard know that you are here and allow them to actually see you, so that I can also see the comments come through live. So let's get stuck into this. Hey, do you guys want to see how we actually do this live? Yeah, like I said, you're going to be able to follow through with the process. When I share my screen, I'm going to lose the vision of some of you guys, so I'll just intermittently come back and review the comments. If there are any, I'll answer the questions. But other than that, you guys can sit back, relax, just take it all in and watch me go ahead and create this actual lead magnet, which is going to be available for you guys at the end of today's live. So how about that? Let's get stuck in. All right, so let me firstly share my screen. I'm actually going to share my entire screen with you guys today. So let's do this. Go like so. And let's firstly pop on over to Youzability. So you guys should be able to see Youzability right now. In fact, I'm just going to pop back and just adjust this slightly. Let's do this again. Share my screen, share that one. All right, so now you're seeing Youzability. So the first thing you're going to see when you come into your Youzability site is just your home page. Now on the left-hand side here, if you've watched some of the other Youzability lives that I've done, you'll know that this is the toolbar on the left-hand side here, which we use on the regular. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to head on over here to where it says funnels. I'm going to click on funnels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this button here that says create a funnel. Once I click that, it's going to give me a option of choosing a different category, and within these categories they have different templates available. So you can see that, you know, there's sales and products, there's lead generation, there's webinar, lead magnet, opt-in, so on and so forth. And the one that I'm going to work on today is just a very simple lead magnet. So let's just grab one of these. I'm just going to choose a template, and we might just choose, let me just have a little bit of a looky and see what's available. All of these, of course, are customizable to your liking. You can add and subtract the components that you want or that you don't want, and yeah, and go from there. So let's just have a look. You can see that there's also promo codes, discount codes, so on and so forth. But today I am just going to enable a very simple lead magnet, which is actually a document, a worksheet. So I'm just going to find one that I like, and I shall use that. We might just use this one right here. Okay, so let's just, all I've got to do now is just select. If I want to see what this lead magnet actually looks like, rather than just seeing it on the screen right now, I can simply just click on preview. It will then give me vision of the page itself, and you can see up the top here it will show me what it looks like on desktop, on tablet, and also on mobile. All of these are already optimized for all three of those different viewpoints. And then you can also see that inside of this lead magnet there are 3 steps. There's a landing page, the opt-in, which is a pop-up, and then a thank you page and video. So let's just grab this one. I'm going to say, yep, I'm happy with that, and all I'm going to do is just add funnel. Now for this, I'm going to call this lead magnet checklist and work. I'm going to call this worksheet. There we go. And I'll just simply click on save. And that then is going to create that template. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come on over here to my settings. I want to come on to my funnel settings. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename all of these. So I'm just going to come here to the little 3 dots, and I'm going to go to show settings, and I'm going to type in the name of this particular page. So when I create the funnel itself, you can see that up the top here it says, I'm just going to cancel out of here for a second, www.youzability.com/lead generation, and then it says -home. So I'm going to make some adjustments to that in just a moment. But the first thing I'm going to do is I can just come here. You can leave it as it is if you want to. If you just want it to say landing, opt-in, and thank you page, you can leave them as they are, or you can come here to the 3 dots, go to show settings, and you can rename them. So it might just be offer, for example. And then I can also pop in my SEO data. So, you know, you could pop in what it is that you are actually creating here. So this would be a lead magnet checklist. Oops. And worksheet. And I'm just going to double check. I'm just going to come back here because I've got a funny feeling. Oh, yep, I have shared it with you. Okay, beautiful. Just checking that I was actually sharing. Okay, and then I can put in my meta description. So I could say download your copy of the lead magnet checklist and worksheet, and start creating lead magnets that your audience actually wants. All right, here we go. Okay, and so this section here for your SEO, you can, if I keep typing in here, this section here, so if I just copy this for a moment, will change to green once I've got enough information in there. So you can optimize your SEO simply by doing that, and you can just keep going and add some more information. So I'm just going to leave it at that for today. So I'm just going to go save. And of course, SEO is search engine optimization, and that will just allow Google and the like to be able to find your lead magnet easily if somebody was typing in those specific keywords. Just want to make sure that your SEO data in there is keyword rich. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to lead generation home. I'm just going to click on funnel settings here, and I want to go down here to domain. And what this is going to allow me to do is actually to change the funnel domain. So I can just have, I can just type here, lead magnet. All right. Okay, so what that has now done is it's changed the URL to www.youzability.com/lead-magnet. So I'm just going to leave that in there as it is for now, and we'll continue to work our way through creating the actual document itself. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I don't want this image of this guy here. So let's say I wanted to change the imagery. I could simply do that by coming up here, clicking on the background, deleting that guy out, and then just adding in to my folder. I could just go to images, and then I can just add in a background image that I had previously already created. So let's just grab that so you can see how this is done. That'll just add it to my file manager. A good way to manage your files is by adding new folders. It just makes it really easy for you to be able to see what's been created as far as your all of your documents and your imagery that's inside of the file manager. Let's grab this one, pop that on there. All right, so now we've got her nice and consistent with our brand, looking good. Okay, and then what I could do here is I'm just simply going to change this to so I'm just going to pop back on over to my worksheet. I'm just going to grab some information from it. And I'm just going to put in a headline in here that says something like so. I want to change the font on this. So let's see what I've got. I might go with something like, let's just go with Open Sans for now, make it bold. Oop, make it bold. And then I might like to change this background color to the green that we use. So I'll go and grab that. And again, it just starts to make it all consistent. Here we go, but not quite that bright. Let's just tame that down a bit. All right, so you guys saw how I did that. So if I didn't like that color being so bright in your face, like I had it when it's really bright green, and I just want to change the opacity on that, I just grab the little bar here and I can just take that opacity down, or I can simply come up here and just reduce it down to 50%, and that looks pretty good to me. All right, so now let's change that color there to our yellow, and that's looking pretty good. All right, and if I wanted to, I might also make that, I might just make that capitals. Worksheet and checklist, and if I want to adjust the spacing on it, I can simply highlight and then just adjust the spacing. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now I'm going to type something in here, which will say something to the effect of your 9-point checklist to creating lead magnets that your audience actually want. And again, I'm just going to adjust the font size, and also the spacing. Just do a little bit with that. Okay, and then if I want to change the words on the button, I'm just going to simply click on the button itself, click on Edit, and you can change the words in there. But yes, tell me how that will, we might just say, yes, give it to me. Something like so, or even capitals. Alrighty, there we go. And now the words on the button have changed, and I want to put a little space in there because I'm being a bit pedantic. Okay, that's good. All right, and we always save as we go, so just save it along the way. Okay, the next area we've got here is you can put in key topics, so specific things that people would learn by downloading your lead magnet. So you just add in some detail in here, and then you can also add some words in here. For now, for today, I'm just going to delete these out. Just going to leave it super simple. We'll just delete these. All right, delete that off. Okay, perfect. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on here, because what I want to make sure I do is that it is going to the right place, because we know that in this funnel, the next thing that comes up is actually the pop-up. So it'll be the opt-in is where we want to go next. So let's just program that button, and I'll click on select. Now I go save. And in fact, I might put here yours free. And we'll change the color of that to the white. There we go. Like so. All right, so now that I've saved that, next thing I want to go and do is I want to head back on over to my funnels, and I'm going to go and I'm going to do some edits to the opt-in page now, which is actually a pop-up. And here we go, here it is. First thing I want to do is I'm going to change this background here. Now I have got a lead magnet, so what I might even do is you could create an image that is an image of the lead magnet itself, which I might do right now. And in fact, I'm just going to stop sharing my page for a second. I'm going to share a different page so you can actually see how this is done too. So let's just stop sharing that. Let's share this page. Share my screen. Let's head on over to where is it? This one here. And you'll see that I'm currently inside of Canva. Great handy little tool. So all I'm going to do for now is I am just simply going to copy this. I'm going to take a screenshot of the front page of this document. Just grab that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into like a mock-up. So let's just stop sharing my screen for a second. I'm going to go to another tool that I use, and let's show you how we do that. Alrighty, so I'm just going to share my screen again. You guys are getting to see all my little tricks and things that I use. So I'm going to use this tool, which is called Smart Mockups. And what I'm going to do is I am going to find just find a brochure and a sheet, or even a book. Let me just have a look and see what we've got here. All right. Let's grab maybe a hair magazine. Might be good. Let's see what we got available. All right, maybe this one will do. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am simply going to upload that image that I just screenshotted. There it is, open, boom, got it. Okay, so now I'm going to download that. It's a high image. Alrighty, and you can go and find the right kind of imagery. This is just simply to demonstrate to you how easy it can be done. All right, let's stop sharing the screen. Let's go back, share Youzability back with you. All right, now we're back here. Now I'm going to change this background image, and I'm going to put that new image that I just created. All right, so let's just ditch that one. Let's just pull in that image that I just created. Boom. There we go. And now you can see it's on the page. Coolio. Okay, I'm going to click on pop-up settings. And in here, I'm just going to call this opt-in lead magnet checklist. Here we go. Okay, so again, I can change the wording in here. So just simply say yours free. Enter your details below. Oops. To download your copy of the lead worksheet and checklist. All right, and of course I don't want red. It just does not look good. So let's just do this. Like so, we can go like that. And I would go something like, let's turn that yellow. Boom. Turn the button a different color. Button. Let's maybe make that green. Want to change the words on the button? I can. Just can go to the little settings tab, and this is going to be called lead magnet. I want it to be emailed to me, so I'll just pop my email in here. Like so. And I'll just put in here, yes, please. Okay. And I want to, if I want to connect this to my email marketing, what would I do? Click here, select a list, and I would just simply, I'm going to just choose for today, default list. All right, and I can tag my new customers on the way in with lead magnet. Or you could say lead magnet work, lead magnet checklist and worksheet, something like that, whatever your configuration is. So we'll just leave it at that for today. Okay, so now that I've created that, if I wanted to change the size of this, all I've got to do is click on here, pop up, settings, and I can actually make it bigger. I could make it just at the top, I could make it at the bottom, so on and so forth. So I'm just going to stick with this one for today, but that's how you do it. And then also inside of the pop-up section, you've got options of being able to, when you want to show the actual pop-up. I'm not going to choose any of those because I want it to show every single time. Okay, so save. So now that I've done that, next thing I want to do is I want to come back over to my funnels. I am going to click on the thank you. And this is where I want to make that document available. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to delete this. In fact, what I might do here is just, let's just go like this. Let's delete that off. And I'll say something like, thank you. Your worksheet and checklist is ready. Simply click button below to download it now. Okay, now because this is an actual document and not a video, I can get rid of that. Let's delete that off. And now what I'll do is I'll go to my widgets. I can add in a simple image. Again, just dragging it onto the page. And then I'm going to go and find this image here, add that onto the page. I see a little typo, so let's just fix that up. Okay, let's make this bigger because it's looking a little bit small on the screen there. So we'll go like so. And We'll go save. And then we don't need this block here, so let's just delete that out. Good opportunity for you to put other things onto your thank you page too. You could put another video on there that was like, hey, come and check out, if you like this, come check out that. So you could do that sort of thing on this page too. So let's just shrink this up. Let's go save. I just want to go and have a look at this for a second. Righty-ho. The other thing I want to put on this page now is a button so that they can actually download the document. So I'm just going to pull this button onto the page, and I'm going to say download now. I want to put a second line of text in. I can do that by just clicking, checking the add a second line of text in, and I can put in here lead magnet worksheet and checklist. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to go to the actual button itself. I'm going to go to their link, and I want to now link that button to a file. So I'm going to upload the actual file itself that I want people to be able to download. And I'm simply going to do it like this. So I'm going to choose File, then I'm going to go to my files, and I might just add a new folder, which will be, let's just call this PDF downloads. So all of the downloads that I create will end up in this file here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the document, and I'm going to simply upload it. So I can either click on upload a file and choose it from your files, or I had it sitting on my desktop, so I could just simply pull it in and drag and drop it onto the page. So now that's uploading. Just wait a couple of minutes, and it does take a little bit longer because I'm streaming right now. And then once that's uploaded, I'm simply going to select it by just making sure that I check the box and make sure that I've got this little yellow box with the tick mark in it, and then I'm going to go select. And if I want it to be opened in a new tab, I can simply create new tab or just in the same tab. All right, select. Cool. Now if I wanted to change this down the bottom here, I could do so. I could add in, say, a widget, another image. Go here. Let's see if I've got I could do this. Grab a logo, pop that on the bottom. I don't want it to be that huge, so I can just simply make it smaller. And there we go. Give it a bit of space. Alrighty, give this a little bit more space too. If I wanted it round, which I do, come here, just make the border radius round. And I could also give it a hover over effect, so when somebody clicks on it, it can turn green. There we go. Okay, change the color of this at the top here and the font. So I was using Open Sans. Turn that a branded blue. I can also make this image here clickable, which is also a good thing to do. So again, I'm just going to click on here, open on click on the link, go to File, again, type lead magnet, whatever the name of your file is, go find it, go to PDF downloads, which is where it is, select it, and select, and now that's made that image clickable. Alrighty, so now I'm going to save, and guess what? We are done, and I believe that may have been just slightly over 20 minutes that it took me to do that, and that's mainly because I digressed and went and created some imagery and what have you, but in under half an hour, you can have all of that done. Now that that has been created, now I can come back here, I can actually copy this link, and I'll come back to StreamYard, I'll stop sharing, and I'll actually pop that into a banner right now. And you guys can go and get a copy of it if you so wish to. So if you head on over to www.youzability.com/lead-magnet, you'll be able to get a copy of the 9-point checklist and the worksheet that I just created live with you right now, so that you know exactly how to create really good lead magnets that your audience actually wants to download. And if I share my screen with you, I'm just going to pop over here, paste that in. Let's just make sure it works all okay. And it does. Beautiful. So let me show you that. So let me share my screen. I'll share my full screen. Let's go like so. If I head on over here, I paste in that link, and there we have it. So now that has created that worksheet and checklist. A couple of things that I would like to point out is that you need to create a footer, you need to put your terms and conditions and those sorts of, all your legalities, making sure that you have them on the page before you send everything live, but that's ready to go. And if I click on this, yes, give it to me now, I can now pop in my details. Let's just put in this, say yes, please. That'll now take me to this page. Boom, I can click either the image or the downloadable button, and I now have the worksheet and the checklist ready to go. So you guys had a little bit of a sneak peek at some of the tools that I use. All right, to actually create these, you can do them really simply and easily. And as you saw, it's super simple to be able to start creating them inside of your Youzability account. So what do you do if you want to get started with Youzability? Well, you can head on over here to Youzability, so www.youzability, spelled youzability.com, and you can pick yourself up a 14-day free trial. Get in there, have a bit of a play, create yourself a couple of lead magnets, send them out to the world and see what happens. And if you like what you see, you enjoy using the program, then of course you may choose to upgrade and continue to use the platform. You'll find that there's not only can you do lead magnets, there's all sorts of funnels that you can create. You've seen that there's a bunch of different templates in there. It's super simple to use. And once you do sign up, you'll start receiving some emails from myself and the team, which will actually walk you through some simple ways of being able to set up your Youzability account. And once you learn the fundamentals of it, you'll be away laughing. You'll be able to create stuff on the fly really, really quickly, just like I have today. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's, peeking through the curtain, so to speak. You're able to see exactly what I did and how I went about creating a lead magnet. And now you guys can do that too. So have fun with that. And I'll see you guys back here for another episode of Youzability Live next Wednesday. What day are we today? Yes, Wednesday at 1 p.m. Brisbane time. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.